Hey everyone, Paparazzi, Erin here, and I just want to share with you guys how to use your frames that you created. I did a tutorial video, showed you how to create those fun transparent frames that you can utilize to help kind of set yourself apart when you go live on Facebook. So I'm going to show you guys how to utilize that right now. I'm going to go to my Facebook page, okay, on my phone. And if I wanted to go live, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a post. Okay. So I'm going to just type in here whatever I want to for my my title. So I'm going to do live shopping and maybe do some cute little, emojis or whatever. Okay. So here you go. Live shopping, cute little emojis. Now I'm going to go and click add to my post on the bottom. There's a little thing that says add to my post. I want to make sure you guys can see it okay. So I'm going to move it around, make sure my camera is focusing in where it needs to. Anyway, click on this, add to my post. And then down here, it's going to have all these options. And I'm going to click on the one that says go live. Okay. And if you're wanting to add a frame, all you need to do, now this is a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. So this is what mine looks like. Your iPhones may look different, okay? But this is what mine looks like. So I'm going to click this little wand with the star on it in the corner, okay? I'm going to click on that, and some frames and fun filters are going to show up automatically, which I hate that. I hate the shark one, you guys. It pops up automatically because it's so popular. Everyone uses it. It's like the first thing that pops up on mine. I wish I could block it. I'm going to try to figure out how to block it. But anyway, I'm going to go over here. There's a little icon that's a frame, and I'm going to click on that. And all these frame options are going to show up, okay? So you're going to go find a frame or your frame in here and click on it and utilize it, okay? Now, sometimes your frame won't show up here, but it might show up in your recents. If you've recently used it like me, I have my frames. I have two frames I always use, so mine always show up on my recents. So I can change them, and they're like, very easily I can find them. Sometimes you can't find them. They don't show up in your recents. Or sometimes if you push star, you can find some frames that are more popular than others. And it's just Facebook logarithm. It'll show up all the frames down here that are kind of more popular or they think people will use. So what you're going to want to do, if you don't see it in the frame section, the one that you created, I'm going to show you how to go and find that right now and how to access it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, sorry, switching the camera around. I'm going to make sure you guys can see my home screen just fine. I'll probably go back and forth, sorry guys, because I'm doing this blindly, but I want to make sure you guys can see. And this shows up backwards for you. So over here on the menu, you're going to go to create a frame. Okay, manage the effects. You're going to click on that like you would if you were going to create a frame. Now you're going to pick your frame that you want to use. So I want to use this pink Erin one. It's been approved. It's active. I'm going to go back there. Make sure that the frame you want to use is approved and it's in active status, okay? If it's been rejected by Facebook, you can't use it, and you have to activate it. You have to make sure it's active, okay? So mine are both approved and it's active. It will give me, I can send a notification to test this on my device. So I can click on that. It'll send it to my phone. Or I can click on this URL link and copy it. So it says copy. All you have to do is click on it. It'll copy it to your clipboard. And what I like to do is I will send it in a message. So I'll use my sister, for example, and I'll send it in a message to her. Oh boy, let's see if you guys can see. Back up a little bit. Okay, so I'll send it in a message to her. Right here is the link. And then I'm going to switch back around. So that's all done on my desktop. You can do it on your Facebook, on your, oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm going blindly, so let's make sure you guys can see me again. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to go back to my phone. And I'm going to go back to, I'm just going to completely get out of where I was with Facebook. Discard this post. Now I'm going to go back into my messages to where my sister, where I messaged her the link. Okay. Now I'm going to click on that link right there, and it'll automatically put me going live with this. And I can actually, you can take a picture right here. So I'll just push this and it'll take a picture. And you can save it, okay? And it'll be like save to phone or whatever. And then you click next and it'll kind of pop up in your story. And you can go through, now when I go through on my Facebook Live, I'm going to go and try to start a new. I want to make sure it works. So I'm going to try to start brand new, just get out of everything and go back to your regular timeline, go live. Now I'm going to see if it worked on my frames. So I'm going to click on the wand again. Okay. And I'm going to, oh my goodness, go to the frames and go to the recents. It should have popped up in there, but it didn't. So I'm going to have to go back through and use it again. Okay. So that's kind of the workaround. And the more often you use it as a frame, it may take like 24 hours for it to show up in your frame menu to use. It's kind of a pain. It is something that I do not like. I hope Facebook will feature some type of I guess a default setting where we can go through and just view our frames. So we don't have to see the It Work Girl frames or the Mary Kay girls frames. We can just see the frames we created. Once in a while, hopefully they'll have a setting like that. But until then, you can copy that frame to your the link and utilize the link through your phone that way. But the more you use it to take a picture with it or to use it in your profile. Every time you do that, the more it'll be used and it'll show up on your recents. Okay, so you'll have to kind of play around with that and see how many times you have to do your frame, use your frame for it to pop up in that recent category, the little time icon. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'm totally available to answer your questions. You know, just Facebook message me whatever questions you guys have. I would love to answer them and help you guys if you have any problems with this, because it can be kind of tricky to use. But once your frames show up on your recents because you're using them so much, you're not going to have as big a problem. When you go to reintroduce a new frame, then you kind of have to start that process over again of going to the URL link, clicking on it, accessing it that way until you've done it so many times that it pops up in your recent menu for frames. So that's how you utilize your frames that you created. That's how you find them. That's how you try to utilize them. So I hope you guys find this helpful. And I hope one day Facebook will get it together and will fix that, because we create these frames for a reason so we can use them. And they've not put on a default setting for us to access just our frames. And so one day I'm sure they will, and it'll make it so much easier for us. But until then, I hope that little workaround will help you guys access your frames a little bit more easily and that you won't be as lost of how to do it. So thanks for watching, guys. And, you know, I hope you guys are being successful with your business and that this helps.